You were prior enlisted. You went to OCS. You've been to a couple of the war colleges. You spent time in Kosovo, first Gulf War. Like, you've been around, and also as an attorney, you crush it as an attorney as well. So you have a very unique background.
My dogs have decided that now is the perfect time to defend us from squirrels and small children.
That happens.
Look, I got a chance to do some fun things in the military. I didn't do, look, hey, I'm no Pete Buttigieg. I'm no Tim Walz. I'm no war hero. But I showed up and I got to do a lot of really cool stuff, and I got to serve with a lot of really cool people, and I'm very happy about the experience.
Yeah.
And it gave me, I think it gave me a perspective and a background that a lot of other people don't have.
Yeah, no, were you always, I want to ask this before I really jump into some real questions here. Were you fun, like in high school? What were you like in high school? Were you that guy were you the class clown guy? Were you a student leader, or what were you like in high school? Are people not surprised where you are right now?
I think I was more like creepy loner. All my friends were at work. For a while, I was pretty fat in high school. And it was my senior year, I slimmed down like 50 pounds, and I started running.
Oh, wow.
And, I ran for like 30 years until my hip blew out.
Yeah.
A lot of people, I don't understand people for whom high school was a highlight of their life. For me, high school was kind of an irritating rite of passage.
All right.
I think it was college where I really discovered that you can actually do interesting things. And I started writing in college. I was an editor of one paper, a columnist on the humor paper. I was an intern for Duncan Hunter 1.0, who was crazy, Vietnam vet. I remember I had to clean out his closet in his office in the Canon office building, and there's like a 12-gauge shotgun in there. I was like, well, I got the right guy. Obviously, it's a good fit. Also, it was during the SDI time. Tell you a quick little story. There's this old man sitting in the office. I go, hey, who's crusty in the boss's office? It's Edward Teller, the father of the H-bomb. So I get to watch, and I'm a poli-sci major. It's during the Cold War. I have been studying nuclear policy. I go in, I get a 20-minute face-to-face with Edward Teller, who starts telling me classified stuff about Patriot missile capabilities against anti-ballistic missiles, which in 1986, no one knew. And you go, the Patriot system, it can destroy incoming ballistic missiles. And I'm like, I don't know much about that classified stuff. You probably shouldn't be telling me this. And of course, 5 years later in the Gulf War, I'm under the Patriot umbrella.
Yeah.
I actually drove too close to a Patriot base, and I had an Apache gunship just kind of linger in front of me and just kind of go, no, you want to go the other way.
Nice.
So I just kind of stumbled on a lot of cool opportunities along the way.
Yeah, I wonder what I've thought about it in the world of fiction, but when you get these guys that are, let's say, we're directors of CIA, NSA, that thing, and they're creeping up on, 90, 95, 100 years old, and they just start talking in the nursing home or whatever else. I wonder if there's protocol when it comes to people who have had access to some of those more sensitive intelligence programs when they get older.
There's some guy being, wrapped in a shawl in a rocker watching Matlock like Joe Biden, and he knows where the aliens from Roswell are.
Right.
He's met them. I met Zorgon. And he's really cool. I took him to my leader.
Well, maybe that's the protocol, though. The figure that people will just say, "Oh, it's just a crazy old guy, making stuff up."
And it's actually interesting. Maybe there's like some special old age home for guys who know too much.
Yeah, maybe that's a good premise for a novel. Yeah, I'm gonna write that down. That's fantastic.